All right, y'all. Gonna do a little more sawmill maintenance here. That I'll be honest with you, it just ticks me off that I even have to do it. So I started the mill. Was gonna finish this log camp that I have on the mill here, and fired it up and seen crap blowing out. I'm like, oh no. So I got a mouse nest in here I'm gonna have to take apart. First time I've had a mouse in this mill. Honestly, I'm an animal lover. I love animals. I love eating animals. One thing I haven't figured out is, other than bait for food for fox and snakes, I ain't figured out what use a mouse is. All they do is just annoy the snot out of me. But good Lord created them for a reason. I just don't know what it is, other than food. About the only thing I can think of. So we gotta get in here and get this cleaned out. Figures. We'll get it. Always gotta remember, when any small engines, keep an eye out. I mean, they're mice love to get in them little nooks and crannies, especially once the engine's warm and it gets cool at night. They'll climb up in there and figure that's a nice place to make a nest. But once it gets past that flywheel, it'll plug up the fins going into around your cylinder jugs and overheat your engine. You lose an engine. So just keep an eye out for that stuff. I'll grab a couple sockets here and let you see what I'm doing. All right. Just gonna start digging into it until I get deep enough. I don't want to go too far. I hate to have to pull this whole shroud off here, but if I have to, I have to. I'm not gonna let a worthless mouse burn up my engine. So usually when I fire it up, it'll puff a little bit of sawdust out of there, because it does pull sawdust in there. That's no big deal, but sawdust is real fine. Wait till you see this mess I'm looking at here. Look at that disaster. Stupid things. Isn't that crazy? No respect for a man's stuff. Drives me nuts. I'll be all right until I get a finger full of mouse here. You guys will get to laugh at me. Actually, looks pretty good in there, surprisingly. Most of it was caught before it went through the fins, so of course I didn't run it. I mean, as soon as I fired it up and seen that crap start puffing out of there, I shut it right back down, and I'll get a little twig or something. I see a little bit back in here that I think I can get. We'll have her wrapped up here in no time. I think that's about all of it. So as I look up through there, I can see the cooling fins on the jug, on each jug, and there's nothing on them. I think that blew most of it out of there. I don't see anything else that really bothers me. Little oil cooler there. There's a hole coming out of the side of this. Blows air onto that oil cooler. Make sure it's clear. All right, I think it'll live. Always something in there. I guess one thing I didn't mention when I done the maintenance video that I done, that air filter, I try to stay on top of that air filter because this thing does make a lot of fine dust. So I try to, it's got an inner and outer air filter on it. I try to keep it blown out pretty regularly. Every 2 or 3 times I run it, I blow the air filter out, just to try to prevent a problem, you know. Air filters are a couple different philosophies with air filters. So the more plugged up it is it filtering more air? Air is going to be cleaner because it's plugged up more. There's a fine line there though when you lose horsepower, lose productivity. I just try to keep it clean. They built this engine with a design, that air filter, when it's new and clean, so I just try to keep it that way. Fortunately, they hadn't gotten into anything, tear anything up that I know of, so it looks good in there. Anybody knows how to keep mice away, I would love some information on that. I've tried cats. Not a cat guy. There is some good cats though. You see them along the highway. I've just never been a cat guy. My dogs never liked them. I've always had farm dogs. Usually they've been German Shepherds, and never had any luck with them getting along with cats. So, all right, so I'll move the camera and go ahead and finish sawing that can out and throw another log up on there and try to get you guys something to watch here. Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying the channel. I appreciate y'all. It's y'all out there in the YouTube world that the reason I do this, give you guys some information. Hopefully I'll help somebody out. Thanks everybody.